dissertation was mainly on the intersection between faith and hip hop culture. And what I believe is that there are elements in hip hop, just like we know graffiti, MCing, turntables, all that, the five elements of hip hop that are pillars in hip hop. I believe that those elements can be transferred to the church to build new leaders of the next generation. And what I argue in my paper is the idea that when you go to church, most young people, next generation, whatever they're tagged as, they don't have a voice. They're marginalized people in our culture. They're too young, so the only time you hear their voice is when they sing a song, but those are not their words. They got to memorize a speech for MLK Day or for Easter, but those ain't their words either. Right. And then if you're lucky, you get to be an usher in church, and that way you really don't use your words at all. And so my idea is that when students go to school, they become the head of the presidents of SGA, the presidents of this club and that club. But when they go to church, they don't get a chance to say anything until they're older. But what I'm arguing is that when you use hip hop elements, these students they become leaders at church because they're using their expression of who they really are to explain to people, I'm not a finished product. Just like Paul says in all his writings, I'm not a finished product. I'm pressing towards the mark. If we can do that, then more kids will be in touch with their faith and in particular return back to the local church.